Let's look at this statement that came from the Imo State governor talking about Uzodima, where he said that the insecurity in the southeastern part of the country, particularly in Imo State, have been resolved. And of course, we understand that he was saying this far away in the United States of America, where, or rather, when he was speaking to Igbo community in that country. But again, we need to ask, because recently we saw a serious security issue where a good number of persons were disallowed, though at the time, police accused Ipob of being responsible for the killing, but Ipob on his part have denied and have even threatened to drag the police command in Imo State to court. But holistically speaking, whoever is involved, I think it behoves on the government to protect lives and property and to get the perpetrators, bring them to book to utter deterrence to others. Because if those who are killing are not arrested, prosecuted, it will embolden other people to do the same thing. And of course, we understand that in the southeastern part of the country, it was alleged recently by a civil liberty organization that over 850 locations are occupied by bandits in the bushes. Even a monarch in one of the states recently, I think in Abia State, was quoted to have said that the Fulanis are acquiring massive land in the region. But the point here is it actually true that the insecurity in the eastern part of the country have been resolved? I think the issue of rejecting the security architecture has always been a major issue, because for me, that is the best way to address this insecurity. Because we have seen in so many different parts of the country where the locals have played a pivotal role in decimating the bandits, particularly Fulani militias. And if you look at what came from the Director General of DSL recently, talking about Ajayi, who said that the communities should be empowered to be the first line of defense in case of invasion, I think it's the way to go. Though the federal government recently talked about a forest guard, but it's surprising that many months after that initiative, the directive to state government to recruit between 2,000 and 5,000 personnel, depending on their financial capacity, have been foot dragging, and they have not received the attention that is needed. But again, let us go on the street and get the reaction of Nigerians, what they are talking about, what they are thinking about this issue, particularly in the eastern part of the country, as it has to do with the insecurity. Let us look at insecurity in the country with special reference to eastern part of the country. I understand you are from Imo State, but we are looking at what came from the governor of Imo State, talking about Uzodima, who went to the United States of America recently, and he was addressing the Igbos in America. He told them that the issue of insecurity in Imo State has been solved. In the light of what happened in the disallowing of some persons in Imo State recently, what do you think about the statement that came from the governor? Is it true that he has solved the problem of insecurity?
Let me tell you, my beloved brother, I will continue to speak that truth. Nigerian politicians from the onset are a bunch of liars. They have never spoken the truth. Neither are they willing to speak truth. Are you hearing me? Okay, now you say you have settled insecurity in Imo State. Do you know that 13 persons was killed in the same place, in the same Imo State? Where Uzodima say he has settled ESN, he has settled Ipob, he has settled the herdsmen, everything is under control. There is peace in Imo State. Now, go to Imo State.
Are you saying he have not solved that?
He have not solved it. He was just making phrases of lies, frames of lies. And let me tell you, I want to use this opportunity to tell those ones that God have helped in America where he visited. Please, hope Uzodima want to bring you back in order to kidnap you and extort money from you, and at the same time buy you. That is the mission of Hope Uzodima, to those that God have helped to escape the nonsense that is going on in Nigeria.
Now let me bring this angle, because the same Hope Uzodima the other time said he was going to establish Security Council, because according to him that the embargo did not achieve much results.
Who from the embargo?
And coming. Don't you think the new Security Council, which at the time he said was going to encompass and integrate the traditional rulers, don't you think they might help him to solve the problem?
My brother, first and foremost, ask yourself a question. Who formed a embargo? Is it not the same? Was it not the same hope? Uzodima. Now, what is the tendency that if he form another one again, because he used the bubago to unalive the citizens of Imo State? Are you now trying to tell me if he now should form this one that is not going to use them to do what? To buy people again in Imo State? Just the same way Sidious Musa said by arresting Simon Ekpa that peace have come to stay in Nigeria. Up till today, did Nigeria have peace? Did the Bedouin have peace? Did the Hausa Fulani Hausa have peace? Did the Igbo land, did they have peace? Kogi, did they have peace? Plateau, did they have peace? In Ondo, did they have peace? Is there any peace in Nigeria? They are just lying and deceiving those that they think they can deceive. Are you getting it? Of which they are secret. As it is now, God will expose them. So Simon Ekpa is not the problem. And the arresting Simon Ekpa, peace no day in Nigeria. So let them stop lying. Whenever they travel to America, sometimes all these our politicians, all these so-called leaders in diaspora in the position think that Americans are fools. They don't know that they are more wise, they are wiser than them. But they don't know they are taking information. Everything that happens on the daily basis in Nigeria, America watches it.
But if you just suppose your position with the position of Anambra State government, talking about Soludo, I think it was equally the same America he went, where he said that 99% of insecurity in Anambra State is perpetrated by Igbos. Do you believe him?
I don't believe him. And if there is anything that the Igbos are involved, it's just like the way Uzodima use a bubago to kill the Igbos. That means he himself that formed Agune Chamber, Udogachi. What is purpose of forming those people, of organizing that group? That means he uses them to do what? To carry out those things, activities, the killings, the firing of the people in Anambra State, because it was his primary duty to protect life and property of his state. And I quote and quote again that the early security, according to Sani Abacha, that last time more than 24 hours in a state, in a nation, that the government of that nation, that government of the state is aware of it, they are involved. So Soludo is involved in the insecurity that is going on in Igbo land. Let him stop, carrying the game, looking for where to place it. Remember the same man that said that if you free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that insecurity in the south, it will not stop. So that means he himself is involved. And the same man said that when they declare it in Nigerian paper that Nigeria, that they make 2.1 trillion in kidnapping case, the same man come out and celebrated it and said that in 2025 they are going to make up to 10 trillion. So person like that, is that the person that America should pay attention to? But it's supposed to be, be held. It's supposed to be arrested. It's supposed to be serving jail time now.
Let me take you back to Imo State, where before now, of course, a traditional ruler alleged that the Fulanis are acquiring land massively. But at the time, people were questioning if actually the Fulani were paying for the land, that the monarch have no right to say why are they acquiring land. Do you believe that people could acquire land massively in Imo State?
I don't believe that. If Fulani, I don't believe that Fulani can acquire land. It's not possible in the east. And if they're acquiring land, who are the people selling it? That means who Uzodima, the people that the family that they have killed, they now carry their land to give to Fulanis. That is what it means. And let me tell you again, another point I want to make again is this: anything like Uzodima like, let him give to Fulani, but he remain few days, he will leave the office. The Nigeria, we, the Biafrans, because he's a Nigerian, so he's working for his masters. We, the Biafrans, will come back. The Fulanis will go back to their base where they come from, because everybody come from somewhere. We will take what belongs to us back.
Okay, what do you make of the assertion from a civil liberty organization that in the southeastern part of the country that over 870 camps have Fulani militias in the bushes and the forest?
Yes, why they are having that kind of...
Could that be true?
If you talk of that for yes, it could be true, because we have incarnate Fulanis as governors. So who permits them, who import them, who even give them the license to come and unalive their citizens, their people that they're supposed to protect and secure. So in that area, it is 50-50 agreement.
50-50 meaning you believe it?
Yeah, I believe it.
Now, if I may ask, what do you think is the panacea to solving this issue of insecurity, holistically in Nigeria and in particular in Southeast?
In the Southeast, that is the area I want to speak on. I am not in Nigeria, though I'm living inside Nigeria. I am a Biafra, I know where I come from, because very soon you will see it happening live. Biafra have already come, in case you don't believe it. From 2026, you begin to see the different things that is on the ground. You will see the different music. Now, let me go to the question that you presented before me. In the Southeast, that you are seeing soon, very soon, the men on the ground, those people, the insecurity that is going on, we are going to treat them. Because you cannot come to my state without my permission. You can't come to my country without my permission. Any business that they have, or any agreement or deal they have with all those chiefs, village chiefs, that give them the impetus to come to my land, thinking that I am no longer in existence, and they come to occupy. I will go and I will let them know that I'm still alive, and I have arrived, and I will take them there and take what belongs to me rightfully.
Okay, what of in the area of other part of the country? What do you think is the problem?
In the area other part of the country, that is should be the business of the people in that part of the country, not my business. I'm a Biafra. Don't you hear what I say? I'm speaking as a Biafra. I'm speaking about my home country. So let the people of that side, whichever way they want, whichever way they can, let them go ahead and do that. But as for me, I've said how I will do it in my own part in the Biafra land, because I will take it by fire, by force, because it is my own.
I think I'm going to let you go at this point. Thank you.
God bless you. You are welcome.
This is Mr.